little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Here. What's
Come
everyone whispering
on,
about?
Otto.
Well, yes. I forgot to click the button. That's fine. That's fine. Hello, Compot. Yes, I'm sure that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. This is a late night stream, you know, it's fine. Or early morning, depending on how you feel.
Took your time?
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I probably
guess
won't be
what then?
streaming this for like
I wanna
too
turn the room down
long.
there into a
Probably just like an
workshop
hour or
like the one I had at
two.
Dad's place.
Mid.
I don't
I've
think
only
I'll
just
be
come
able to
back.
stream tomorrow,
And
just because I'm
I've
doing
been
some
thinking about
stuff.
it for a while.
So figured
Dad said
squeeze
I had a
in
knack
some
for
more
engineering.
playtime in this,
Told me
you
everything he
know?
knew about it.
Don't want to be
Then
playing
sent me
this
off to Canada
forever,
to learn
right?
everything he didn't.
Right? So,
That was his dream for me. That one
Here
day
we
I'd put
are.
my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work.
nah, no worries,
I
Max.
know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
How long has it been since we
I know
had
you'd say
like
yes,
a
which is
mid
why I wrote up a
in
list of jobs for you.
one of these
For me.
games? I think the only other
Who else?
time I remember mid from 5, but I
What
don't
do you
remember
want me to
them
do?
like another
First things
one
first, I need equipment
throughout the
and
games.
materials
I don't
to
know.
start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from.
Oh,
The
here,
other
let
materials I
me
can
let
work
me
myself.
double check the
Just need a
audio
generous
real quick.
benefactor to lay 'em on
Yeah,
for
it
me.
looks fine.
Apart from the wood, I'll need.
Yeah,
a
it's
for that,
fine.
But I can just borrow yours
Is that everything?
Let me check this real quick.
for now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Cool. The today's smoke room video is rendering, almost done rendering.
Where's the
Cool,
stars?
cool.
Materials and tools. That means
I need to. I needed to edit those videos, so you know, we're just rendering them real late. You know, it's fine. Was woman useful? No.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
No, she wasn't. Missed the stream and a half. So that we did go to her home kingdom, and so we did do like her character specific dungeon, and that was very disappointing. That was very disappointing.
Where you got
She
to.
didn't even participate in
It's
the
back
boss
from
fight
Canva.
during it. Like she's
Have you
not in
seen
your
her?
party.
Just now.
She's not the
She's
one that
planning to
gets
set
to
up a
like take
workshop in
down the
stores
major
and
boss in
ask
that
them to buy us
zone.
Materials. Here's the list.
She gets to watch you defeat the boss in that zone, though. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Think you can find everything on there?
She also isn't the one that
Guess
gets
so.
to destroy the mother crystal in that zone.
Wouldn't be much of
She
a
gets
traitor
too
if you
tired
couldn't.
to destroy the
Excellent.
crystal, so she's like, Clive,
As for payment,
you have to
It's
do
paid.
it.
100 times
And I'm like,
over
are
by
you
what
fucking
that girl's
kidding
done
me?
for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water.
This
and
woman
that would've drained
gets
the life out
nothing.
of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
I think the moment that like really destroyed me was when oh, you're encountering Hugo, like the Titan of, well, the dominant of Titan,
Blackthorn,
and
you busy?
What does it look like?
you know
I
he's
have a
he's
commission
big
for
man,
you.
right?
From Mid.
So she tries to
She requires
transform to
certain
fight
tools.
him. He grabs her and puts her arm around her back, and that causes her to fail her transformation. She goes, ah,
Do you think you can make it?
and it's like, oh, I guess she's just
Bloody
captured
hell.
now.
What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
You tug on
Do
her
not
arm a
realize
bit,
what
and
I'm doing.
suddenly she can't like transform into Shiva. I'm
My
like, I
thanks.
can't. I
Mid's,
can't.
No doubt.
Like how?
That just leaves
Well,
the carpenter.
why are you gonna
It's his
do
body's
her
available.
this dirty? Like, what's the point of her being around if you're gonna do this to her? Ugh. It's like the tragedy. Where are we going? Oh, we have to go by the pier. Oh, whoops. I still don't like this safe house. I still think it's like way too big. It's just so cumbersome to walk around. And you can't even summon your chocobo to walk around either. So that, like, try to make it a little bit faster to traverse. You're just stuck in this multi-floor, like, safe house.
Do with a good oiling.
It's like, why can't we get a sprint button to help?
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands
And I can't
full
believe
just
we're
keeping
like
this place afloat.
25 plus hours into
There's
this game
always
and we're
leaks
still
patching,
getting
and
like
if I don't patch 'em,
core
we'll all of us sink
mechanics.
into the mere. I'd gladly
Like, this
spare
feels
Rid all the
worse than a
time I
modern
have, but the sad
Xenoblade.
truth is, I ain't got none.
Because at least in Xenoblade, the changes to the battle system are incredibly meaningful in what you're doing.
Don't have to be me though, does it? What about that other fella?
And they want to make sure that you
know,
understand
the one
each
over
step
at
of the
Martha's
system.
Rest.
You know, because they don't want it to be Xenoblade X
Was
again,
it?
right?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Man, I remember when Xenoblade X came out and they just go, here's all the tools in the game up front, have fun, go explore world. And everyone hated that because, like, they couldn't figure out, like, the common complaint was, how do you use the battle system correctly? How do you understand how to, like, use the town correctly? Because, you know, like, they just give you everything up front. And, you know, I had troubles as well. I had to, like, Google shit to be like, wait, what was this again? Like, when playing X, but, you know, I considered that my fault for not, like, doing it correctly. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we can just go over here. Now. Neat. I think the only thing, like, that game locked off was, like, you could only explore the one continent at first, and then once you get to a certain point in the story, they just open up the entire rest of the game.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
I didn't think that was a bad thing.
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter.
It still gave you, like, so much to do in the
I
early
wondered if I
game.
might be able to borrow
And it
Bernard
didn't
for a
take
short
long
while.
to just be like, here's your mech, go explore the entire
find
rest of
you,
the
we-
planet.
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business.
I feel like
No
that's
idea
the
what,
reason
man.
why Xenoblade
Place is a
2
ruin. Far as I know, it's still there.
aggressively, like,
from there,
held
then.
your hand through its tutorials. It's because of the response to X. And then even more so for Xenoblade 3, just because there's even more mechanics. Oh well. Is what it is. Where are we going? I am going the wrong way. But you know what? We now have that item. Isn't that nice? Where are we going? Wait. This way? Can I go this way? Yes. Okay. We will hold the chocobo button until they let me summon my choke. There we go. Ambrosia.
Come on.
We will ride Ambrosia. Oh, am I? Oh, we have to go around. Fine, fine. Since we can't trot across the water, apparently. We'll just go. We'll just go. It won't take us too long to get there, right? I hope not, anyway. There we go. Grab some money that does not matter. Well, okay.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
Hmm?
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And
I'm going to
if
assume this
Martha
quest
didn't
is to
mind me
open
being
up
gone a while,
crafting.
then neither do I. You just tell me where you want.
And if that's the case, I'm
That's the
going to
spirit.
I
die inside a little bit.
couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles,
Dab.
ain't you?
I see.
Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
well, thank you kindly. And take care.
What we gotta do? Fight things? Slay creatures? Yeah, okay. Can I not?
This shouldn't take long.
Okay. Oh, well, missed that. Oh well. Oh, whoops. Thought I was locked onto the enemy. Ah, damn it. Let's just root it into death. What's that? Get over here. Man.
Too slow.
Ah, damn. Oh. Okay. Ah, damn.
Too slow. Nice try.
Okay. Ah. Okay.
Too slow.
Yeah, don't. I'm like trying to figure out how to do the block shit, the counter better. Okay.
Nice try.
Okay. I mean, fine. Oop. The parries also feel very unreliable, to the point where I just don't like doing them.
Nice try.
Ah. Same with the the charge attacks on Titan. They kind of feel weird.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot.
Did we?
Thank you, son. Now my folks
I
can
thought that
rest
took
in
longer
peace
than I
once more.
probably should have, but that's just me.
How long is it since
I
the village was
guess.
abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Huh. Okay.
That should take care of Mid's
Do we
little
just
list.
go back to just go
Yeah,
and
back of-
okay. Sure. I suppose most of this is just gonna be useless fetch questing, isn't it?
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
I mean, I can hope that it isn't, but this game hasn't given me much reason otherwise. I like to think that it's gonna be more than that. Curious what I'll be able to do with the stuff that Mid wants to do.
All right, Clive, you've all done then.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Okay. What is this? Wind up cooldown by 3. Yeah, I don't care.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Well, let's go check on Jill. Might as well. It's the closest thing here.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Still fridged.
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Oh my god, she is still
Of
fridged.
course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Okay. Oh, lad. Cool.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a curse breaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day,
Okay.
a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous,
But you still have, like,
It's also
the
essential.
scar from it.
and we undergo it willingly.
Like, come on, Clive. We can see where you were branded.
I
Like,
still wish there was some other way.
it might as well,
Wiping
like,
about
you might as
my
well
lot
still
helps
be
no one, I
branded.
suppose.
Like, what's...
Don't worry,
Okay.
I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft.
Like,
to dull the
okay.
pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
I mean, we'll just collect the side quest,
you'll
I
go.
think. That
Oh,
sounds fine.
Thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Yeah, we don't care about prioritizing this. We'll do it later. I mean, we'll have to eventually. There's no reason not to do the side quests, I guess, even if they are just mindless fetch quests.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Yeah, we'll search for them or something.
We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay. What about the main story?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they did.
Oh, he's like in the library. Alright. Torgal.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Like,
Fenrir
okay.
the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right.
But how do we use it in gameplay?
Blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Sure. Just some time later, okay.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
I kind of hate this neck thing she has going on.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
So we don't get to use.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right.
Okay. I assume that would have opened up crafting. Like more crafting. But I don't know. Maybe we'll never actually get, like, more crafting things other than the blacksmith. Which lets us craft nothing. But, you know, it's probably fine.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Why is it like this?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive?
Has there been another time
I
skip
believe
yet?
it a
Yeah,
mercy
yeah,
that
we're
you
in
didn't
Naruto
inherit
Shippuden
your
already.
father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
See, Clive's hair is all bishy now.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Is this entire stream gonna just be cutscenes here at the hideaway? Cause I kind of just wanted to stream for like an hour.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh, is that the uncle?
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
Oh my god, it's like the only character with a personality.
The ovens for your favorite uncle is here.
Oh, look, he emotes. You promised a lore reading stream? I did do the codex reading stream. It's just unlisted now. Because when I compile these streams into a playlist, I probably should do that soon. But I figured having a like 2-hour stream of me reading the codex would be awful. So I unlisted it. So that's Bahamut,
We
right?
must insist
The
upon
blondie.
substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the
Oh, look,
Daleks
these are
empty
the
their
these are the
treasuries for
cardinals
us.
that we've heard about. Not actually in the story, but in the Codex. We got to read about all those individual cardinals and their
None of this would have
motivations.
been possible
Do I remember any of
without
them?
your
No.
Timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Because I was kind of
Indeed,
annoyed that
I
that's
doubt
all in the
any of
Codex.
Who would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Okay.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The
Oh, it's
men of the
pronounced a
Fist
Dion,
will not
not
withdraw
Dion.
until a peace treaty is
Dion?
concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they
I don't
deliver
know.
that
When
which
do I
we
get to just
demand,
take this man's idol on?
what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Wow, this is the most characterization we've gotten for Dion so far.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
I mean, I guess that's not lies.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Oh. What? Okay. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Now kiss.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Okay. Oh god, do something in the story, woman. She's been like a known antagonist since the prologue of the game, and she's done nothing.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
She's too busy girl bossing in the background. Is this what we call girl bossing now? Like, this is such weak girl bossing.
You disappoint me, Dion.
Like, at least Benedicta was, like, entertaining, kind of.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
Sometimes I
Only one way to
forget
find
that
out.
Evil Mom and Benny Girl are not the same person. I thought they were at first. It's like evil mommy-esque, like evil blonde mommy trying to fight for political power, and they're just like, these are different characters, and I'm like, fuck you. Like, why have them be different characters if they're going to be essentially the same? Let me hug my uncle.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Oh no, we're just going to like
Offices of young Sir Wayne.
awkwardly bob
He really
back
is the
and
most
forth.
helpful fellow. As are you,
Okay.
I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter.
Oh, he came? Okay.
Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you.
What?
Please.
Ian, what did you post?
Gladly.
I can't check.
You there?
I hope it's nothing bad.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Oh, that's an awkward shot. Okay. Sure.
And
we're still
that
in
is all I
cutscene
know.
land.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
You'll take psychic damage. Okay.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew
Maybe I
wounded
should
from
put
Rosalith.
on the subtitle
Still less,
background
that my own
so
nephew
that
dealt
this
the decisive
doesn't become an
blow.
issue where like
What do you think,
because the
Vivian?
daytime shots the
I
subtitles
think,
blend in
with this
and
news of the Dalmekian fleet
ah
and
maybe I
recent
should
reports
fix
of the
that
Royalists'
for
movements,
spectating
that the final piece
purposes.
of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
What are you showing me, Vivian? Oh god.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which
Right,
it bears
Woad
the
is
night
the
from one battlefield
Odin
to the
faction.
next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel
It's
nigh
just
as
these
swift
static dialogue
and
conversations.
every bit as
Ian,
feared as the
that's
kingdom's
been the whole game. I'm so baffled.
flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash.
Why has it gotta be like
It seems
this?
safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then,
This
had
game
you
looks
invested
genuinely
interest in
terrible. I
Titan's
mean,
survival,
you're not wrong.
whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang? A place rich enough in ether to
Like
conjure
the,
magics needed to
it's
mend his
mostly
hands.
fun when you're actually
Or
playing
would
it.
that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say
The
that
issue
Royalists
is
did
how
put
long
ashore
it
with a
takes
mind
to
spirit
play
Kupka
it.
away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships
I actually think the
flying
most
Republican
damning
colours
part is like
sighted off the coast near Port Isolde.
they like
To spend weeks
want
at
this
sea,
to be a
being
cool
tossed
movie,
hither and
yet the
yon by
movie part of the
unforgiving
game
waves,
fucking
his
sucks.
life hanging in the balance.
Like it is the most boring characters
The
talking
journey
in a
would mean
room,
Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures
but
would
nothing
not
is really
allow it.
being said, and most of the characterization and story is stuck in the codex.
Reports
So you have
suggest they
these
made
like
not for the coast,
obnoxiously long cutscenes that feel like
cutting
codex
through their
entries.
A party traveling light would have
And then the
Titan back in his
actual
bed
codex
days
entries are
before
the
a
actual
galley could
story.
lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not
Like,
the
I learned
Republicans
more
who
about
effected
Hugo, this
Hugo
villain,
Kupka's safe
reading the
retreat.
codex than I did playing the
would
chapter in
stake
which
your
he
life
was,
on it.
like, one of the main antagonists. Which feels bad. Like, that shouldn't be the case.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw.
We're
The
still
men
on
seemed
this.
almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed.
I hate these like battle
or were
report
made
sections.
to
I don't know
believe
why they
that their
just
master
go,
was dead.
let's go investigate, and then the characters
have a keen
go to the
mind, Lord
location
Rosfield.
and see what's happening,
you
rather
have
than the
your
characters
answer.
standing around in this
To
room
find
going,
Kupka, you have
thing
needed to follow the
happens.
Royalist trail across the
Here's a
valley.
codex entry
They
about
may
what
well have gone
happened.
cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of
I
the
want it to be
way.
known that so far
As
we are
luck would
40
have it,
minutes into
I
this
had
stream,
intended to
and
journey
we had,
Candlewood on
what,
business after
3 minutes of
visiting you
gameplay?
here.
Where we went to
The Fang
like
would be
an
but
area and fought some
short
enemies?
detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell
You know,
my
I
friends what
shit
we've learned.
on the dialogue in P5.
going.
At least those characters have personalities.
Time
I
waits for no
dislike
man.
them, but at least they have personalities. This cast is just here going, flapping their gums like, thing happened, I guess. Oh, no, let's walk over. What is this? Swear they let you walk between cutscenes just to give you the opportunity to save.
I won't risk any more than I have to.
I think that's what this is here for.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Like, it's actually annoying that you can remove 80% of this game's dialogue, and your perception of the world and characters does not change. Because you have the codex entries for the actual like characterization and
I'm
story.
thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav,
Oh my
Otto,
god.
I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Then the amount of times they say the word fuck is so jarring. What are we doing? Return to Byron. I am going to strangle somebody.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Okay. Okay. Now, do we want to continue the story or do side quests? I guess we're gonna work on side quests for a bit. It shouldn't take too long. And that at least lets me go to a map, right? It lets me go to the field and run around, even if it's only temporary.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
There we go. Oh, cool. Byron's just in our party now. Oh my god, you just don't have time for these charge skills. I can't wait till I can get rid of them. Like, just swap in the Ifrit skills onto Titan. Let's just devil triggers, I guess. Like, I don't know if I just... I guess I'm kind of under-leveled. I'm not grossly over-leveled, I guess, so this might be just how the game wants this to feel. Yeah, I probably should have done this with Garuda from the start. There we go. Oh my god. No, let me gather the items.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers.
Oh,
It's the right
god.
one.
Someone more well-versed in modern video games, please tell me, when did they start doing this obnoxious hold button to confirm? Like, I realize that's a... like, it's not that intrusive, but it's intrusive enough to where I hate it. Like this shit, where you have to hold the button to fill the thing before it actually confirms it. It just feels like every time I go to click something, I'm wasting like 2 seconds. And I'm like, just let me click the button. Just let me click it. Please stop wasting my time.
Straight home now. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Oh, this lad.
Sid,
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance.
Oh my god, this
I
is
want
so
to help
boring.
them, Sid, but we're barely in any state to protect
Dare I
those
skip
few
this
we did save.
cutscene?
You made the
No,
right
then
decision.
people will complain that I'm
Now, where's
skipping
the carriage?
content.
The goblins may still be out there.
I have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry.
We're just here.
If the beastmen get to those
We're
bearers,
just
the
having
poor
a
souls
good
will be eaten
time.
alive.
We're having the
let that
best of
happen.
times, guys.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Where do you want me to go? What enemy do you want me to fight? Rescue the bear? Okay, so they're gonna be dead, right?
Fly, Ambrosia.
We'll get over there. This is literally 5 feet away.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Oh, these things just don't have a lot of health. Okay.
Too slow. Nice try.
Okay. Okay. Get there. Think now.
Too slow. Nice try.
Okay. There we go. Wasn't that a fun distraction? this probably finishes the side quest. But, you know, that's fine. Oh, okay, just go straight to the cutscene. Cool, cool.
Who are you?
Shaken Bearer.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps.
I'm what, like 25 hours into this game?
Freedom,
it's what, 40?
The life you've been denied.
We do have technically 5 Eidolons if we're counting Ifrit. 4 if we're not.
You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
So I have 4 of the
This
8.
man risked his life
I
to
guess.
save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine.
We still don't know what the 8th one is, do
With us
we?
what you will.
I still assume that it's Leviathan. Just because there's no water Eidolon, and that's the only other element I can think of that would be there.
Leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let
Like, I think it's just the 8 colors that are in the card game. And we can just go back here in order to, you know, claim these prizes, I guess.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
Yes. Hello.
Sid, welcome back. Stolas.
Oh yeah, the dame. Have we talked to her post time skip?
Waited.
I don't know if we have.
I might have been able to deal with things myself.
I haven't really done anything in that town since
I keep
post time skip.
Decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely.
Odd.
They made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
Uh-huh.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we curse
it is weird that this, like, Cursebreaker faction kind of... It feels like it comes out of nowhere, just because I'm not... I don't remember them getting talked about pre-time skip. So just kind of like post-time skip, here are all these new characters, a part of this weird other group.
Cole.
Or like a new group.
I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use.
And I'm just like, but what's Margrace doing? He's a character that's still running around, doing whatever.
I sometimes wonder if I might prefer
he
to
seems important
the others than ask it of them. But
we still don't actually know what Ultima's plan is.
I swore an oath too.
Not really.
I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
And boy, it just feels like we're spinning our wheels with the whole destroying the Mother Crystals plot. What is this? Reduces cooldown. Neat. Never going to use that. But that's okay, because I have the 3 accessories that I like. I don't think I'm going to be swapping them out.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Here's your leaf.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't...
Freeing slaves. Okay. So we are going around trying to destroy the mother crystals that are around the world. There are originally 5 of them. We've destroyed 2 of them. The mother crystals are stealing ether from the planet, causing the planet to wither and die. At the same time, there's a bunch of politics things happening involving like the dominance. So you have some characters that want to like try to fight for the freedom of the dominants / bearers of this world because there's like a class system and whatever.
Ill-conceived incision.
And so you have like all these different nations having their own motivations that we don't really get to see too much of.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous
What are we
pain.
staring at? Okay.
Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physicker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
But I feel like neither of these plots feel like they get much attention, right? Because you have like Clive interacting with the other dominants, kind of, but not really. And then the plot of him trying to like destroy these mother crystals.
And yet we never won for volunteers.
Also, we don't know if destroying the mother crystals actually fixes the problem. That was just a theory that Sid had, so...
They're willing to fight.
I don't know.
To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're
oh my God, sir.
Solitude.
Sir.
And it's a physicist's duty to see that
Stop
they don't.
talking.
Thank you for helping me remember that.
Like, I hate that that's my knee-jerk reaction to, like, these scenes. Where I'm just like, people, stop talking. Because I understand that they want this to feel like a rich world with lots of lore and story. And I should respect that. And I kind of don't. And, like, that's a little bad of me. It's a lot bad of me. But I also don't know what else to do. Cause it's like, but I wanna go and play. Oh wait, that's not the shop I'm looking for. The shop I'm looking for is over here. There we go.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
What is this? This donation will come available once here. Okay, neat. I wish we got to examine the thing. What, Dire Wolf Jess? I don't know what this shit is. Oh, that just gives us a shit ton of ability points, though. Like, I wonder, should I just collect all of them in order? This just gives me meteorites. Tell us there's chocobo content. We can ride around on a chocobo in select areas of the game. It's not that fast and you can't really do much with it. So, I don't know, man. Is what it is, I guess. Well, there's that. Well, I kind of just wanted the stream for an hour before I went to bed. So... Wasn't that a nice 5 minutes of gameplay, guys? I thought that was a nice 5 minutes of gameplay in this hour-long stream. Maybe the next time I stream we'll get 10 minutes of gameplay. Who knows? The sky is the limits. So I guess until then, I'll see you guys around. Have a good night, everyone.